Hello. Oh. One sec. Okay. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. And, wow, okay, hold on. Hold on. First of all, big, small, whatever sized announcement, we have new emotes, both in Twitch and YouTube chat. Please feel free to check those out. They are basically the emotes that we have in Discord. If you're on Twitch, it allows me to make some of them available for free, but not all of them. On Twitch, on YouTube, you have to be a member in order to use any of them. Sorry, I would make them all free on YouTube, but it physically does not allow for that. Physically, digitally does not allow for that. Anyways, yes, I hope you all saw my Persona 4 coverage. Did you see more P4 news? In Shuffle Time, the lose experience and money card no longer exists. Starting a social link gives you a persona, so you can have level 18 persona with media before enter Yukiko's castle. Where is the game anymore? I'm not some masochist craving difficulty. I typically play on normal, but seriously, man, so bummed by all the new information coming out. I don't think the discourse about P3 Reload is going to end with Persona 4. Aesthetically, though, I will say that they've gotten much closer with Persona 4. Like, Inaba looks like fucking Inaba. I wish I could have showed you guys everything that I saw, but I couldn't. But visually speaking, I got to see quite a bit, and the game looks phenomenal. It looks so good. It's the best looking Persona game by a mile. Clax, thank you for the tier 1. Thanks for being with us for 8 months. Enjoy the emojis, brother. But yeah, it looks good. But P4 Revival seems to be all about the looks, so that's concerning. Like I said, the Megaton community is not going to be happy, I think. But I think if you're like a general Persona enjoyer, you'll love it. But, you know, Crossy, like, for me, none of the concerning stuff was, it wasn't the gold trail that leads you to the stairs or the changes to shuffle time. The things that were concerning me the most were guard, actually. That was like the number one thing that I felt like, oh, they actually should probably change that. That's a little too casual friendly. So with guard, we kind of originally thought that guard was going to be like a parry mechanic. And then it turned out that guard is absolutely not a parry mechanic at all. You can just sit there and hold guard. Yeah. Because at first I was like, oh, there's got to be timing to it, right? No, you can just sit there and hold guard. And like, if the shadow notices you and like, it'll just bonk you and then it'll be like, and then you can get the advantage. And that was like the most concerning thing for me. And like, yeah, that was like, yo, Atlas, you gotta you gotta get rid of this shit. Yeah, and so people were saying, oh, thank God it's not a parry. Unironically, you will wish that it was a parry, actually. Yeah, I think if it actually was a parry, it will be better. And that's why I said in my video, I was like, I know that a lot of you are getting ready to type and be like, oh, you know, fuck parries or whatever the fuck. But I'm like, no, dude, actually, in this specific case, yeah, a parry actually would be better. Oh, Greg's, thank you for the tier 1. 67 months. God damn, brother. That's what I call support. Love you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Guard, Trail, Social Link, Shuffle Time, Showtime, and Persona have traits again, all of it compounding together. Yeah, and then also, um, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't want to speak negatively too much because, again, I want to emphasize that I had an overwhelmingly good experience with the game. But I am concerned about those two elements. Overall, it was basically, on a visual and presentation level, the best Persona has ever been. During social links, there was actual mild camera work. And I tried to show this by showing the Marie social link that they allow us to show, where you can see the camera going behind Yu's back and stuff like that. So they have moments like that, where the camera doesn't just stick to one angle, but the camera will actually jump around in the scene and do different things. Which is something that doesn't even happen in Persona 5, right? Because even in P5, the camera will stay kind of to that to the diorama fixed view, especially in social link scenes. But even in main story scenes, unless they do like an in-engine cutscene or something like that. But what you find in Revival is that they'll actually do camera work sometimes, even in the non-big scenes. So I thought that was actually really cool. And that's probably a sign of how much they are going to be upgrading things with P6. So all that has me really excited. Which is why I want to emphasize that, yeah, the guard thing is not great, and the trail, the gold trail is probably not great. But overall, I would say it's concerning, yes, but like we can't really speak on things like the guard yet, because I imagine that there's going to at least maybe be something else to it later on. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to interview, you know, and not that like any of the developers were there, but I didn't get a chance to speak with them. So this experience again was like really good. I was actually blown away. And in terms of the presentation, like it blows Reload out of the fucking water. Like as a Persona 3 stan, I'm actually kind of mad that 3 did not get better treatment. It's kind of upsetting. So I think that 4 will be better received in terms of like people being like, oh, look at these areas, for example, the mood isn't there. The mood is there, 100%. I haven't finished Reload, it kind of fell off. Yeah, I can understand. Especially if you played Persona 3 before. Tosei popped off like crazy? Yeah. Like, the quality of the menus and stuff is like... it's pretty insane. Roy Mustang, thank you for the super. Isn't having camera work in cutscenes the bare minimum for a $70 game in 2026, I believe you mean? Free-to-play mobile games like Zenless and Wuwa have fully animated cutscenes. Okay. First point, I would say that's fair, but on the second point, I don't think we can compare Chinese games to anything else being made, especially in Japan. You know, like, Chinese games are getting CCP cash injections into them, right? And that's not something that's happening with Japanese games. Also, too, Chinese games, the amount of manpower that they have access to is far greater than what Japan does. You know, you have maybe a few hundred people that could be working on a Japanese game, but Chinese games, they have massive amounts of people. So it's very much not comparable. CCP cash injections, explain. Yeah, so like the government there, this is my understanding, like what was explained to me. The government there wants to be able to promote their media, so they will actually write checks to game developers in order to make their games. Like they're giving basically government grants essentially. And that's something that you're not getting in Japan, for example. Yeah, the government is partially funding those games. Right. China Hero Project, wasn't it called? Yes, I believe so. So China can outspend the rest of the world at the moment. And this is why you see all of these Chinese games where it's like, oh man, like how is China able to produce like games that are like so much more advanced than everyone else, and they can even offer them for free. And they're on like every platform including phones. That's because it may be fair to say that Chinese games are literally quadruple A. The meme comes back again. Quadruple A is here to stay, chat. I'm sorry. It's a bar. It even rhymed. Same with Love and Deep Space. Love and Deep Space is actually a great example, right? Like, go look at other Otome games. Name one other Otome game not from China that looks and plays like Love and Deep Space. Love and Deep Space has a battle system, bro. Which I didn't know this until like fairly recently, that there's a whole ass battle system in that game. I thought it was like a, you know, like a typical dating sim, like where you're just choosing dialogue options and like leveling stats. No, there's a whole ass like extremely polished battle system in there. Roy, thank you for another super, bro. Can I get a source on the CCP cache injection? Honestly, like again, I don't even have like a. I don't even think I have a source on it, but like you have like the China Hero Project, for example. Was that like PlayStation though? That was PlayStation's China Hero Project, but no. Again, that's just something I've heard, so I may be wrong. But let me... Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. But that's what I've heard from people who are knowledgeable about the industry around me. So don't go repeating that because I might be like entirely wrong. Pretty sure government funding is a thing in Sweden too. Yeah, I think it was actually a thing in Canada, actually, where the Canadian government was helping to fund games. But also too, it may just also be because I think also that the labor is much cheaper in China than it is in the US, and that's probably the biggest thing. You might be thinking of this. MiHoYo and Genshin Impact have been classified as key national cultural export enterprise and national key cultural export project, respectively. Okay, that actually makes sense. Yeah. I don't think it's like really like a very publicized thing, but Chinese government funds them if they say want to expand globally. Yeah. I have to like read through all of the things again. I wish Dell was in chat because he knows a lot more about this than I do. But it's a combination of multiple factors. I think the government is investing in it, and then I think that the labor is cheaper. Well, I know that the labor is cheaper. That's like that one almost goes without saying. Western Western developers are extraordinarily expensive, and then MiHoYo receives government backing to develop Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Okay, well, that actually makes sense. Here, let me pull that up on screen. Yeah. Uh, Shanghai Municipal Party Committee will support MiHoYo in developing Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail into animated films. I didn't even process the films part. This was 2 years ago? What the fuck? What? In line with this, IMAX, the branch MiHoYo visited Motion Capture Laboratory to learn about these technologies used in the production processes such as real-time motion capture and digitization, as well as 3D digital character model and animation. Wow, okay. Roy, thank you for another super chat. If your production design cannot match that of a free-to-play mobile game, why are you asking 70 US dollars for it? Has anyone ever asked this question to Japanese developers? Thank you again for the super. Again, China is outpacing literally everyone right now. Also, too, I think we need to remember that free-to-play games are not them being charitable and just giving it away for free. The way, perhaps a better understanding of this would be that they've decided you should give them more than $70. They've decided you should give them 120, right? Because even if you play a gacha game and you spend, say, $100 on it, you've actually already exceeded the price that you would pay for a packaged standard price video game. And the mentality that you're getting more value from a free to play game than a packaged $70 games is the exact mentality that the game industry is hoping, not just the Chinese game industry, but really the broader game industry right now with the live service push. They're hoping that you will think that. They're hoping that you will develop a preference for live service. They are desperately hoping that you will. And once you develop that preference for live service and you start saying things like, well, the free to play game is giving me all this stuff for free. $200 later, $2,000 later, it's not free. Right? And I really think that, and this is honestly no even disrespect to gachas. Like, it's not even like that. I'm not going to say that, like, anything bad about you if you're a gacha player or if you enjoy gachas or anything like that. It's just more like, I don't think that we should think of free to play games as like free, because that's not actually true. It's free to start. That's what we should actually call them. F2S. And not F2P. It's a known fact that the industry have just outright said before. If I recall correctly, the Candy Crush dev said free to play is primarily funded by whales who spend tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars on the games. They are predatory in nature to specifically target those individuals. Yeah. Again, I'm not, here to make a judgment call on the ethics of gotcha, but I will say that I think free to play is a misleading statement in itself, but we all use it because really it's free to get started. um, because it's not to say that all gotcha games are super bad and super horrendous. I'm sure that we can have like a lot of ethical nuance and discussion about that topic. But I do think that the terminology should be free to start. Because the way the developers or I should say the publishers are viewing this, is that it's not free to play. It's we have uncapped income per player on this game. That's the way that they're viewing it. Is that there is no stopping point for which you can spend money on this experience. So, yeah. Other than that, at the Sega event, because we talked about Persona, one of the other things I got to play was Stranger Than Heaven. And I just want to say I'm really fucking looking forward to that. Stranger Than Heaven has perhaps the most unique battle system of anything I've played recently. It's very interesting. Huge, huge shakeup for action games on the way with the system. When I was there, the Sega employee spent a long time walking me through how to play the game. And when I played the game, I kind of died actually quite a few times because I was like, yo, what the hell is going on here? Because mechanically it was so different than anything else I played in such a long time. Just the fact that you have guard left and guard right and then guard with both hands, I found that like I was like, oh shit. Now this is interesting because you're not just like hitting the parry button, you're also factoring in directionality into it. Isn't Stranger Than Heaven just Judgment and modern Yakuza brawler combat? No, it's actually different. It's actually different because basically your limbs, your arms are like the shoulder buttons, and your limbs, like your legs, basically are the trigger buttons. So to kick right, you would hit right trigger, right? Or to punch right, you would hit right bumper. Yeah, so it's actually really cool. It's entire directional based. So if someone like grabs your left arm, you need to use the right bumper and punch them. Which is really cool. And something I have not seen any action game do. It's not Yakuza. It's not, obviously, it's not Souls or DMC, as I said in the video. But it's like, it's something I have not seen action games do. It's actually the biggest shakeup for action games I've seen in some time. So, Roy, thank you for another super. Even going past free-to-play games, Expedition 33 had fully animated cutscenes with mocap throughout its main story, and it was $50 USD. Why is Persona 4 Remake $70? Great question. Expedition 33 has a very small cast of characters, extraordinarily small, and they used a technology that is exclusive kind of to more realistic games, but basically they use an iPhone actually to motion, like facial capture, and do a lot of that stuff. So they actually used a lot of tech for making the game and doing it a lot less expensive. Like VTuber tech, essentially that's like the best way to describe it. It's VTuber tech. But it looks really good and they were able to make it work. I don't think anyone has ever done that with a stylized anime game. You don't really see that type of motion capture with most of them anyways. I feel like they don't tend to be as heavily mocapped. But I'd also say, Roy, you're a pretty big fan of the Trails series, right? Aren't Trails games like pretty full priced? And those games are definitely way cheaper to produce than like anything else relative to them. Metaphase, thank you so much for the super. F2 free-to-play games are designed to cost you time and patience. This is what you are paying. The design of free-to-play games isn't the same to the design of a fully priced game. Yes, I completely agree. I think that's an objective fact, really. Um, oh, our new trail is only 40 to 50. Oh, okay. My bad then. Um, where was I? Oh, yeah. Free-to-play games, and this is what stops me from playing a lot of them, is that it's the game design that is heavily altered from what you'd experience in a standard single player game. That is what makes the gacha, no matter how generous it is, makes me end up not usually enjoying it as much because the game is still ultimately designed around the gacha, right? They have to make you at least tempted to look at the store. Otherwise, it's just a poorly monetized game, right? They're just giving the game away and ensuring that their studio will shut down. So, um, yeah, I don't think I don't think it really is just good, like really fun game design in most cases. The gacha will always be intrusive, which is very apparent, I think, when you play the games. The story of the game in gachas usually have to be wrote around the gacha itself to include it. Again, this is not to say that all gacha games, all free to play games are bad or anything like that. Um, it's just to say that those are things that are going to be apparent in there. Is there a single gacha game that has hooked you? Believe it or not, fucking Dissidia Duellum. And even then, I stopped playing for like a multitude of reasons. Mostly because the gacha was kind of becoming intrusive with the game design a bit. But ultimately, it was a decently generous game, and I still actually like really enjoyed my time with it. I think the City of Duellum was actually really fun. Roy, thanks for another super. Indeed, I don't think a single Trails game should be priced at 60 United States dollars. My eyes have been open after playing Expedition 33 and Zenless. I think that you should not make linear comparisons. Like I paid this guy 50 for this and that guy 70 for this. So why are they the same? I'll give you an example. If you go to Walmart, okay, and you buy cookies, you can get cookies for way cheaper made in a factory. But I think if you go to like a farmer's market and buy cookies, not even I think, I know, the cookies at the farmer's market are going to cost more, right? They're going to cost more almost specifically because it was made by a smaller team, because it was made by usually one person doing all of the labor, who maybe is not bulk buying everything. So it's like a really unfair comparison to say, why is Trails $60 and Zenless Zone Zero free? You know, why is like this big Chinese corporation able to make, you know, a seemingly free product, but like they're charging me $60 for like Trails or $70 for Persona? So you can't really think about price in just like, well, I get one product and it's this, and then I get another product and it's this. Why is it like that? You have to consider the artists making it, you know? But also, this goes back to games. Gamers view games as products and not art, right? Like, if you view it as art, you know, you wouldn't say, like, oh, why is this painting $1,300 and this painting only like $500? I could buy this painting for I could buy this painting for cheaper. Why does this painter paint cheaper and you charge more? We would never approach art like that. So I think we also shouldn't approach we shouldn't look at games like that either, right? If games are going to be art, then we can't really look at the prices as like we do with the products. Skyrider, thank you for the super chat. People are complaining about P3R budget, but can we talk about Metaphor? What the fuck happened there? Um, that's actually a good point. I think the most disappointing aspect of Metaphor, and again, Metaphor was my game of the year 2024, but the most disappointing aspect of that game that I was just floored by is that there was no voiced social links. I was just like, Atlas, come the fuck on. I was like, how can P3R get this, but not Metaphor? So I felt like that was really upsetting. Probably the most upsetting aspect of the game for me overall. I dropped that game. Did I fumble? Hard. Very hard. Metaphor is a banger, bro. Absolute banger. This is my game of the year 2024, and I loved it. All right, you guys ready to talk about some Nomura, some Heart of the Kingdom? So we got a brand new interview conducted by Famitsu, translated by the good folks over at KH Insider. This is going to be a good one. You're not going to tune into the GTA 6 trailer? I could, but I feel like I'd be a LARPer. I'm probably gonna play it, and I'll probably enjoy my time with it. But I could watch it, but I'd be more reacting to the fact that, yo, $1 billion video game. So, I mean, is the GTA trailer happening today? Oh shit, it is. That's the 27th. Um, Maybe we'll do it on tomorrow's stream since we're not like super limited on time today. It's yeah. Yeah, cuz I can yeah. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. But I want to do this first. Roy Mustang, thank you for another super, brother. And your analogy is the quality of the cookie you get from Walmart and the farmer of the same quality. In my example, both Expedition 33 and Zenless have vastly higher production quality than Trails and P4R. I think that quality is subjective, right? Some people would consider the quality of a cookie at Crumble, for example, to be higher than the quality of the cookie in from Walmart or from the farmer's market, whatever. So I don't think you can make those kinds of comparisons, right? It really, I think the painting analogy is probably the better analogy, right? Like you're getting something handcrafted by a small team, much smaller team. In even Persona's teams are not nearly as large as Zenless Zone Zero. And Expedition 33 is also handcrafted, yes, but again, they were able to make it work using Unreal Engine through by having a very small cast. And you know, Expedition 33 is also a fraction of the length of a Trails game. By the time that you beat Trails in the Sky, you can beat Expedition 33 2.5 times. You know? Expedition 33 is a 25-hour game, main story. Trails in the Sky is like double that length. On top of which, that studio is balancing multiple projects and releases multiple games very fast. I disagree. If the cookie is good, you'll sell it far and wide and get more profit. If you sold it at a smaller price, then you'd sell at a higher price. That's actually not necessarily true. In fact, I think they fucked up only charging $50 for Expedition 33. I think if they charged $70, they would have eventually ended up selling about the same number of units. And they would have made about as much money. I guarantee you the next game from Sandfall will not be $50. They will charge 60 or 70 for the next Sandfall game. I promise you. They also won't put it on Game Pass. That much I can also promise you. When you read into the reasons that they only charged 50, it wasn't because they were like they had some radical idea that games should cost $50. It's because they thought the $50 was the best way for them as a new team with a new IP to break into the industry. So it was not like it was advantageous for them in the sense of like, oh, we believe that video games should like cost $50. No. It was so that you'll pay $60 or $70 for the next or Claire Obscure game. It being $50 was the reason so many decided to give it a shot at first. Yeah. Because they were a no-name studio, right? But guess what? They are not going to... I almost guarantee you that it probably will not be $50 for the next one. That would objectively be bad business to charge $50 for the next one. Because they can absolutely charge 60 or 70 for the next one. And now that people know who Sandfall is, Game of the Year winner, get like won more awards than any other video game ever. Why the fuck would they charge $50 for that? Sold 8 million in 1 year, has a massive fan base now. Why the fuck would they charge $50 for that? Is this going to be a shorter stream? Probably a little bit, yeah. Because I have to go to the gym later. Didn't the Silksong devs talk about this? I want to say that I've heard them say something about it, because didn't they charge more for Silksong than they did for OG Hollow Knight? If they did charge the same, yeah, no one would complain. But like from a business POV, why would they charge 50 when they could definitely charge 60 for the next one? And put yourself in the shoes of the business owner, right? You're at the gym? That's awesome. Roy, thank you for another super. After Expedition 33, I don't think any JRPG has the business charging anything higher than $50 unless the game has GTA 6 levels of budget and project quality. I think that if you knew about some of the realities behind development and just how so many of these games are not as sustainable as you think in terms of profit, and how AAA is always bordering on falling off, I think you'd actually realize that the price of games, like, the price of games is a heavily nuanced situation. Let's just put it that way. I don't think that smaller Japanese companies charging the standard price is bad. In most cases, they would not be sustainable otherwise. And I don't think that lowering the price necessarily means that a bunch of people are always going to come in like in a guaranteed fashion, you know. Barasabe, thank you so much for the super. KH13 translation of the interview is better in SP. Okay, let me pull that up. Wait, it says partially. Oh wait. I guess that was the old thing that it said in Google. Okay. Let me see if I can pull this over. But actually I'm gonna go with the other one purely because it's easier to read on stream. If something is off, we'll reference the other one. This format's better. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Famitsu interview with Nomura. Famitsu saying, quote, "The world of Coco was revealed at the Disney Entertainment Showcase on August 14th, 2026, local time, and Deep Dive in the Kingdom Hearts panel was the following day on the 15th, and both were a great success. Nomura. At Haneda Airport, we had to wait for the airplane maintenance, which caused a delay in our arrival at the Los Angeles airport. We had to cancel all of our plans upon arrival, including our hotel check-in. I arrived at the showcase venue just in time." Holy crap. Could you imagine Nomura maybe not have showing up because his flight got delayed? That's crazy. But this also just shows that everybody can be a victim of flight delays and cancellations. It's insane, bros. Okay, maybe this is why okay, maybe you're right about the translation. That was touch. Wait, but if I look at this one, this doesn't even have all of the. Is this the most recent one? Yeah, it's not the full thing. I'm going to assume they mean that was close. Oh, that was tough. Typo. Okay. Yeah, that was a typo. They mean that was tough. So you didn't have time to see the D23 venue. That's right. In the first place, it was a surprise that I was going to be on stage at the panel. So Disney told me not to come out for the showcase. Wherever I went, I moved through the back passages. I'm finally free of that restriction. When I went out for a while, though, I was found right away. This is so crazy. Yo, bro, they really keep him in the mines. They're like, do not let anyone see your face. Do not let the light touch your skin. Because there were only fans around, did you feel a bit of the atmosphere or the atmosphere of D23? Have you ever come to D23 in the past? Once Kingdom Hearts 3 once during Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2027, there is also the one D23 Expo in Japan. I didn't have enough time this time around to enjoy the atmosphere at all, and I regret it a bit because I'm taking bullets. Because I'm taking bullets. It was my first time, Yasue says. I always work in the office, so I'm happy to interact with everybody once in a while. Famitsu interviewer saying, "So first off, have you seen the impressions from the showcase? In the trailer at the showcase, Heartless appeared in the scene where Miguel was playing, and that was the first time I realized it was a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, and so on. That's what we were." I'm sorry. Holy shit. I'm sorry. This is going to be unbearable today. My bad. Nomura says, "That's what we were aiming for. Is it the adaptation of Coco from the beginning? I wanted to do something that made people wonder if the composition was actually Kingdom Hearts 4. The venue was exciting. Nomura, I'm glad you got excited. I was a bit nervous. In fact, editing the trailer was more difficult than ever before. It took until the last minute. Yasue, it certainly was very difficult. What was difficult about it? The combination of facial and lighting changes the impression a lot, so it was difficult to adjust it. It is common for models that have just been announced to have it said the modeling has changed in subsequent releases, but it is mostly just that the lighting has changed. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, so a lot of times people are like, yo, they changed the character model. But in reality, the character model is the same, but they changed the lighting of the character model. And so now people are like, oh, the character looks completely different now. Yeah, this happens pretty frequently in gaming. People just don't really understand to what degree lighting has an effect on your face and the presentation of anything. Lighting is everything, guys. Lighting can change the way someone looks entirely. If you learn a little bit about photography, you learn a little bit about lenses and lighting, you really begin to understand just how important this shit all is. Most of the problems that people have with the way modern video games look is mostly in the lighting and not even in the character models and animations and such. Yasue says, there is no problem if you only look at a model, but the angle changes a little bit when the lang of the lighting. And when the lang of the lighting or the angle of the camera changes, the impression is completely different. So each time from Nomura, he would say, still images are good, but they are weird when they move. Nomura, I would say this, oh, stop. Isn't the wrinkle or the double edge of the eye strange? That's a super detailed check. Thankfully, the quality has gone up quite a bit. So I think you can sense that even when you watch this trailer. Pixar Animation also praised us by saying there's no game that is so close to a movie. Yeah, I agree. Even on PlayStation 2, like we're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 right now, like no game replicates the style of 2D Disney's animation better than Kingdom Hearts. Like you go back to other games of that era that were supposed to be based on Disney properties, and no one even comes close to getting it as good as Kingdom Hearts. And I think that is even the case now, honestly. I learned that when people complained about the FF14 character creator, they stated it was a lighting issue and fixed it, and it fixed all the complaints for the most part. Right. Lighting changes the way we perceive things so much. But you also have to think light is the way we perceive things, right? Like we can only perceive things because of the light spectrum. As a result, it becomes that important in art and presenting anything. Continuing, they say in the interview, it sounds like it is a very difficult thing to adjust. Is there a possibility that it will be extended from the release in the second half of 2027? Nomina, the staff are also particular about it, and there are some who are more particular than me. However, as mentioned in the panel, the release date will not be delayed. I think this is kind of crazy to say, honestly. Like, saying that the release date will not be delayed. I hope that's true for them. Release dates are always delayable, though. Like, anything can happen. Any unforeseen thing can happen. So I find it crazy for them to actually say, there will be no delays. Because how do you know that? I mean, we all set out to have no delays. But, yeah, that's pretty crazy. They must be crazy deep in development. You would think so. And I don't doubt that they are. And this is also, wow, this next line says a lot. Yasue saying, the game is progressing more smoothly than ever in the history of the Kingdom Hearts series. So you can rest assured about that. So all of this time, people have been assuming Kingdom Hearts 4 was having development issues or there was some type of struggle behind the scenes. They are saying this is the smoothest development they've ever had in the history of the series, bros. That is very notable. The reality is exactly what I've been saying this entire time. There is no psyop here. There is no conspiracy. There is no, oh, FF7 is taking Nomura away from being able to work on this. It turns out making Kingdom Hearts actually just takes a very long fucking time. Why? Because making modern video games takes a very fucking long time. So, all this idea about like things prohibiting Nomura from being able to make Kingdom Hearts 4, it's just not true. The development's going ultra smooth. It's just that it's taking a really long time to make because games just take a long time to make. And that's what I always assume. From the very beginning, I didn't think anything was wrong. There's no sign to show us that anything was wrong. They just showed the game off too fucking early. That's it. No conspiracy. Nomura saying the delivery time is quite early before the release date. To the extent that it is not at the level of a buffer, that is why I'm rushing back home. Okay, that's a little awkwardly worded, but I think I know what he means by that. He's essentially saying that it's not so much that he can just like sit here and chill. He has to get back home and continue working on it, or there will in fact be a delay. So he can't just sit there all day. There's no buffer time. He has to get back to work on KH4. So the next section says, each world is unprecedented in the history of the series. With Famitsu saying, Coco was adapted as a world in Kingdom Hearts 4 because of the theme of the Land of the Dead is linked to Kingdom Hearts 4, right? And then it gives like a little preamble here. In Kingdom Hearts 4, Sora tries to return to the world from the world beyond called Quadratum, the world of the dead, the world of death as perceived by Sora and the others in their reality, which is similar to modern Tokyo. Coco is also a story about Miguel getting lost in the land of the dead, where his ancestors live, and he struggles to return to the original world from here. Nomura says, that's right. I decided during the early stages because I wanted to put it in Kingdom Hearts 4. Because I definitely wanted to put it in Kingdom Hearts 4. I think that this world was the fastest to start development. Yasue saying, because of that, it was the world where development was the most advanced. The country of Mexico and the music are completely different from the previous worlds of Kingdom Hearts so far, and the atmosphere is fresh, isn't it? That's true. We're going to Mexico in Kingdom Hearts, bros. Incredible. It's true. The atmosphere of the city is also colorful and lively. That's right, it's flashy, and the characters in that world are crazy. So, they make little strange movements, and the city is very three-dimensional. There are also more and more attractions that can be moved. It's going around in circles, it's going up, and the city is very large, and there are exploration elements. The construction of the city is more amazing than ever. Oh, I can't say specifically yet, but moving around is also very fun. I bet we are meeting Yosora Yosora in Mexico. That's funny. So all new worlds for Sora. Yeah, I mean, other than Olympus, which will definitely be a returning world, I assume. The battle system is also like the Kingdom Hearts series, and there's also a cooperation technique with Hector. Yes, in addition to swinging the Keyblade, he uses the guitar and incorporates musical elements into battle. There are also mysterious... No, there are a lot of factors that I can't say anymore, he laughed. Interesting. I wonder what he means by that. Nomura is saying, this work is the best creation of any world in the past. That's why the total number of worlds is not large. The world of Coco was revealed at the showcase the day before the panel. So people said, isn't there another world announcement at the panel? I saw some people who were expecting it, but if you announce it at such a high pace, the information will run out quite quickly before the release. However, in fact, the world of Coco shown off was only a small part. It was a great opportunity to show it at D23. So I briefly unveiled the world of Coco, which was originally planned to be introduced a little later. There is also an opportunity to introduce it again, so please look forward to the follow-up in the future. Very cool. Very interesting. One thing that they've emphasized quite a lot throughout the promotion of this video game, even from the beginning back in 2022, there's not going to be a crap ton of worlds in this game. They're going to be very focused on the worlds that they do have. And I'm personally okay with that. I don't think a large number of worlds is going to inherently make the game better. Instead, I would rather for each world be a much more intimate experience, for it to be much higher quality, for them to explore that IP in ways that thematically relate to Kingdom Hearts in the way that they are currently planning to do that with Coco. Right? This is a game about the land of the dead, and they're using a Disney film that is also about the land of the dead. So I strongly prefer that over, whatever the fuck. I think that's way cooler, way more interesting, and I'm glad that's the decision that they've made here. Also, too, as Nomura has mentioned in previous interviews, because the graphical fidelity has increased, it's not like they can include a tremendous number of worlds anyways, without the game taking much more time and inflating the game's budget. Neither of which are things that they need to happen. They've already had such things happen in other projects, and so I think it's smart on Square and Disney to be a lot more focused here. Interview continuing with, what is the meaning of the attention on Sigurd? The scene of Quadratum, the world where Sora work up in his game. I think they mean the scene where the world where Sora woke up in this game, was also added with various interesting scenes. First off, the name of the Keyblade user in the mask is Volley. The other one was called Sigurd. Volley was a character who appeared in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road for smartphones, and Sigurd was a character who appeared in Union Cross. Kingdom Hearts 4 is a story that flows from the Cross series, so to speak, or Chi series. In the title, developed mainly for smartphones, the smartphone version ran to its conclusion. If you played them, I think both Volley and Sigurd will be familiar, but even if you have not played them, don't worry. I'm expanding on what kind of people they are in this game. So this is pretty good news. Nomura basically saying, yeah, you don't have to have played those mobile games in order to understand who those characters are. And that's a very good thing. Very fortunate for us who who are not playing the mobile games. I don't think Kingdom Hearts was particularly difficult to follow whenever the collection came out. But I do think that Union Cross and the mobile games, and God forbid if they actually released Missing Link, those were the games that made Kingdom Hearts difficult to follow, right? Those were the games that caused hurdles. Before, it was like, oh, all these games are spread across different hardware, and now it's like, oh, you have to play the mobile game. You and Jacob predicted this? Yeah. Because I don't think that you'll need to intimately know everything from the mobile games. And I know this is crazy, but honestly speaking, I don't think that you needed them for Kingdom Hearts 3 either. I don't think you needed Union Cross for it. If you did, you'll have more context and more intimate understanding of the lore. But it's not like you'll play Kingdom Hearts 3 if you played every other standalone Kingdom Hearts game and be like, I literally cannot understand Kingdom Hearts 3. There is like one scene in Kingdom Hearts 3 where you won't be a little bit confused and it can be explained in one sentence or two. And it's like, oh, okay, that's what that is. And I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. It's the moment in the Keyblade graveyard. And that's literally fucking it. Union Cross wasn't relevant to Kingdom Hearts 3 at all, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, it was like, as long as the, as long as long as you played all the standalone Kingdom Hearts games, that's all you need. In the idea of worlds matching themes, I would love to get a Treasure Planet world where Sora meets the Master of Masters and having a mirroring relationship to Jim and Long John Silver. Giant Lucky Butt, thank you so much for the super. That would actually be very dope. I cannot imagine them doing a Treasure Planet world. I would love it, but I feel like it's so out there. I think we're gonna get mostly Disney slot picks after Coco. Coco was a great pick, obviously. But I feel like we're going to get like a lot of Disney. We need to promote this picks and not all thematic picks. I do think we'll get Star Wars and stuff like that. I feel like that's what they want to do more than Treasure Planet. I think Moana would be a good pick. Yeah. I think Moana is probably like gonna be guaranteed. Um Damn, we got quite a few comments about GTA 6. I feel like I don't know. We got like over 200 concurrents right now between Twitch and YouTube. And the fact that I'm actually streaming this during the GTA 6 stuff is like I would say that shows that I'm doing the necessary job right now talking about Kingdom Hearts. So many other guys that are more knowledgeable to talk about GTA 6. GTA 6 isn't a stream, it's a video on Netflix. You can tune in after. Yeah, there you go. Fought me to interview continuing with him saying, quote, in the first place, I didn't know what kind of characters they were because their appearances were limited in the smartphone version. He laughed, which is crazy. Even the interviewer was like, yo, I'm not playing them mobile games. And it's almost like they're new characters. However, Sigurd came out in Nomura-san's hidden message on the 20th anniversary. The message that Sigurd should be careful. And it was very mysterious, he laughed. Nomura, I really like Sigurd. That's how you know he's the villain, bro. Sigurd's evil. Nomura would not like a character that is good. He would only like a character that's a demon. This is just how he's built. He even said that he finds himself like empathizing and relating more with the villains in the story than he does with the main characters. So I assume that means Sigurd is up to something something devious. This is an error, by the way. It was be careful of Sigurd. Oh, shit. Dude, Sigurd is so Arden. He's so Arden. Even the way we've seen him move in the trailers is like very similar to the way Arden would gesture and move. So I think he's an Arden stand-in. Plays the first 5 notes of Arden's theme. Yasue saying, it's true that Sigurd is good. He has good taste. I love him too. What? You're praising him? Be careful. Is that what you mean? Is that what you meant? I like that. Yeah, I do think he's a character who seems to have a lot of intentions. He's a character that I can't hate. Yasue saying he's probably the type of character that has not been in Kingdom Hearts until now, which I kind of feel like Arden is that. The number of fans in the company, the number of his fans in the company is also increasing rapidly. That's crazy, bros. Many are saying that Sigurd is up bigly. Nomura. We haven't announced it yet, but the voice actor performance is also great. He was a person with a pretty good intuition, and he acted more than we were looking for. Again, what's a character where the actor has a very good opportunity to shine? Arden. Because the character gets to be so charismatic. In many ways, Sigurd is noteworthy. I'm curious about who the voice actor is, and in the long version of the trailer, Riku also appeared, and the venue was very excited. It was so exciting that Kairi's lines afterwards was drowned out. Oh shit. So that was Kairi. One more time. Nomura said that it was so exciting that Kairi's lines afterwards were drowned out. Yeah. So we were like, who is that girl at the end of the trailer? That was Kairi. I believe she was telling Sora to wake up, right? Something like that. Does anyone know the exact line? It was very interesting. Yeah, I think she was telling Sora to wake up. But that's also sad. Wake up and see. Yes, that was the exact line. Sora, wake up and see. Yeah, there was a pause between the wake up and see. So what does the and see mean? Which is what I'm wondering. What does Sora need to see? Yes. I'm really curious about that. I'm so insanely excited about what that could be. See the truth? Yeah, see what's going on? I don't know. Yo, Night Sky Prince, multiple new Hamaguchi interviews talking about the ending and Vincent interview and new FS7 clip. Okay. We'll take a look at that after then. What the fuck? But also, this makes me feel bad because Kairi just gets overshadowed again. Dude, poor fucking Kairi. When is Kairi gonna get her goddamn time to shine? And no, do not fucking dare say Melody of Memory. I will backhand the fucking shit out of you if you say that shit, bro. That is not Kairi's time to shine. I want like real Kairi time to shine. Remind, kinda, bro. But I want like real Kairi shit. I want a Kairi game. I want a Kairi game. I want actual like Kairi aura in like the biggest, most profound way possible. More than just what Remind did. Barasabe, thank you for the super. KH4 has such a fucking mysterious premise. I think that KH4 is the most interesting Kingdom Hearts game that may have ever been announced. I am so much more intrigued by KH4 than I am 3. Like, so much more. With 3, I was kind of just like, yeah, I'm ready for this Xehanort saga to be at an end. Whatever, right? KH4 has so much aura to it. Like, it's almost unfathomable. Like, everything I see of this game, every time we get more, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? This is so interesting. The fact that we know diddly squat about the main plot is interesting. Yeah, it's like KH4 could be anything, right? I think it's the most exciting Kingdom Hearts game since like 2, to be honest. Or maybe even or like Birth by Sleep. Because I think However you felt about Birth by Sleep, I think the lead up to BBS was actually very exciting. It was like super new. KH4 can be anything. It's a Final Fantasy game, yeah. Yeah, like it's like this big mysterious force. We just don't know. KH3, I felt like was compromised due to the engine switch away. The engine switch taking away almost 2 years of dev time. KH4 seems to have had a stable 7-year dev cycle, even with the switch from 4 to 5. Yeah, this is the most interesting since Birth by Sleep. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, BBS was wild back in the day. The fucking like secret movie for Kingdom Hearts 2, man, that shit was crazy. But yeah, this is like the most excited I've been for Kingdom Hearts, I think, since the Birth by Sleep secret movie. Because it just like they're doing so much different. I feel like they're keeping Kingdom Hearts fresh too. Like there's definitely a path where this just ends up being more of 3, and that would have been really easy to do after 3 is just make more Kingdom Hearts 3. But Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't more Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like it's different in like a very substantial way. KH4 is my most anticipated Square Enix game right now. I'm more excited for this than even the possibility of FF17, if I'm honest. I think FF needs a little time to chill and like think about what it's done. So I'm more excited about Kingdom Hearts right now than I think I am most FF stuff. In a way, it is more of KH3 by using a lot of KH3's framework in combat. What makes it work is that it's also an evolution. KH3 is remake, remind is intermission, and KH4 is 7 rebirth. Yeah, I could see that. I think I mean just like a general conceptual sense that it's not just more like it's not just more Kingdom Hearts as we think about Kingdom Hearts. It's they're doing something fairly different. Well, you are a Versus 13 creator at the end of the day. That's true. I'm a Versus 13 creator before I'm anything else. Famitsu saying, that was Kyrie after all. I couldn't hear her past the cheers. Yo, this is so sad. Kyrie got mogged by Riku. Riku's energy was so great. Kyrie, we can't hear you over everyone cheering because Riku showed up. That's awesome. First time? First time? Damn. During the trailer release at the panel, that last part seemed to have cut off before the title drop. The English version of the voice recorded in advance with the line in this trailer. If you were at the venue, please check it again on YouTube. Giant Monkey Butt, thank you for the super. One thing KH4 needs to work on is the line delivery, because KH3 felt so robotic even compared to Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I hope they take what they learned from 7R localization and transfer that to KH. That is actually a great point, and I actually don't know why. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, everything is so robotic. Everything has like this long ass pause between the lines, and it's just like, why do the scenes not flow anymore? I blame the voice direction in 3. Yeah, because it's like a lot of these are like the same actors and stuff. So I'm like, why is it like that? Oh, Nomura even hints at like the voice direction and localization being borked. Okay. But do the long pauses also exist in like the Japanese version? Because I remember that kind of being like a thing. Because it felt like Kingdom Hearts 2 scenes are so snappy feeling. And Kingdom Hearts 3, it just feels like, I don't know. But yeah, again, Giant Monkey Butt, thank you so much for the super. Sora joins the Dandelions who cooperate with the Quadratum government. Chat, Sora becomes a Fed. In addition, there are lines in the trailer that Sora seems to be a part of the Dandelions, and young Xehanort is there, who appears to be Zigbart in a black coat. So to repeat King Mickey's line, there is a lot of information. What are the Dandelions in this game? Does Sora want to return to his original world by becoming a member of the Dandelions? Dandelion is the English name. In order for Keyblade users to survive the future, even when the end of the world would come, Master Eva organized a plan to send them to the world outside like the Dandelion Fluff Seeds and connect them to the future. It is depicted in Kingdom Hearts Chi and beyond. Nomura. Of course, there are those who have been interested in the series, but this may be the first time for those who are only following the numbered games. Dandelion is the name of an organization that gathers excellent Keyblade users that appear in the aforementioned Chi series. In this game, there are Dandelions cooperating with the government of Quadratum, and the Keyblade users who came to this world, including Sora, participate. Sora is a whole-ass cop in Kingdom Hearts 4. Sora joins the men in black coats. Quadratum Dandelion Versus is going to be so exciting. I know, man. This is so interesting. So it continues by saying, I see. Also, as you know, Kingdom Hearts as a series continues. Also, as you know, as the Kingdom Hearts series continues, there will inevitably be more characters and the story will become more complicated. For example, the number of outsiders involved in the Kingdom Hearts series has increased because of the new anime series announced, and it has become quite difficult to explain the setting and scenarios each time. Okay, so, even for the people working on Kingdom Hearts, it's gonna become a bit of a difficult task to keep track of everything because you're having people come in working on the anime and such like that. It does make me slightly worried that there are going to be miscommunications and things that should not be depicted or things that are inaccurate may happen in, say, the animated series. I think that's a strong possibility. Continuing onward, he says, to be honest, there are some parts that even I forget when I'm playing. That's the Famitsu interviewer, to be clear. Nomura. Unfortunately, the staff of the Chi series has a staff member who organizes the setting of the Kingdom Hearts series in detail and in an easy to understand way. He was also in charge of explaining the scenarios and settings to Disney. In fact, at the beginning of development for Kingdom Hearts 4, Disney asked him to compile those materials, and he officially joined the Kingdom Hearts 4 team as a proofreader. I know a lot of you who think you can do this job as Kingdom Hearts lore master. That's crazy. Imagine though, bro. They got a Damo, yeah. This is very good, by the way. The Union Cross Rider is amazing. Oh shit, okay. Famitsu interviewer says, that's the one I was mentioning during the panel. Yes, every time he would come to check with me in detail for an explanation to Disney, he always explains it to Disney as easy as possible with illustrations, so it is popular. As for his internal role, it is to proofread the scenario. He's checking if there are any discrepancies in the scenario from the past settings, especially this time. The Chi series was deeply involved, so he was the right person. Some people may misunderstand this structure, but it is proofreading. Yasue, the development team is also helping. I'm also at the same time myself. The Union Cross writer wrote all the Master of Masters dialogue. Delirium story, Brian's entire character, and also the ending of Union Cross, if I recall correctly. Oh, interesting. Very nice. One sec. Oh, Barasabe, thank you so much for this super chat. The Union Cross Rider is Nomura chat. It's all him. It's him wearing cloaked in different ways so that you don't know that it's all just him and nobody else. um Continuing, the Famitsu interviewer says, in other words, it's a collection of real Jiminy journals that summarize the world of Kingdom Hearts in an easy to understand way for a third party, so to speak. I want it to be made into a book. By the way, the topic of the anime has come up. But regarding the anime, there is more Twitter tweets, more than there is more than X Twitter tweets. The character depicts it. The character depicted in that art from Kingdom Hearts Union, Cross Dark Road. Sorry, that's such a weirdly worded sentence to me. Nomura. It seems that some people considering the shape of the Keyblade, but I can't say anything. It seems that some people are considering that's a typo. So he says, it seems that some people are considering the shape of the Keyblade, but I can't say anything, he laughed. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, I guess people were onto something when they were considering the shape of the Keyblade. The volume of the script is a little less than double that of Kingdom Hearts 3. Haley Joel Osment, who plays Sora, and David Gallagher, who play Riku, also appear at the panel. And the behind the scenes of the production of Kingdom Hearts series was discussed. But how did you choose them? The titles I'm involved in, not only the characters in the Kingdom Hearts series, but also the casting in Final Fantasy XIII and Final Fantasy VII Remake in Japan and overseas. I'm casting them myself. This is crazy. So Nomura also casts for the English dub, which is insane. But also, more insane than that, he mentions that he was involved in Final Fantasy XIII, but he does not mention Final Fantasy XV. The fucking crazy. Like, that is just utterly insane. To think he would mention 13, but not the game that he spent 7 years working on. I think we all know the goddamn reason why. Like, it goes without saying. But he was way more involved with 15 than he ever was at any point with 13. His involvement with 13 was not that deep. So for him to throw out 13 and not mention 15 at all is pretty crazy. Barsabe, thank you for another super. Ultimania. Nomura said he wrote all K since 2. That's crazy. I'm sure he does write all of it, but he's probably not. I mean, he's definitely not the scenario writer for all of it. So he comes up with the idea, and then the scenario writer turns that into an actual script. So he's writing like a several page long document of like the macro. Yeah, he does like the outline of the story, basically. And then an actual writer turns that into like actual scenes and dialogue and delivers his vision. But he's not like the guy writing all of that, if that makes sense. It's kind of the same with the Re-Trilogy too, where he's not the guy who actually goes and writes every scene per se, but he is the guy who gives basically his vision overall, and then they make his vision happen. Barsabe, thank you for the super. No, he literally wrote the scenario in his P. Well, then why is like Why is why are the other scenario writers credited? I think I don't think he does. He doesn't do all of it. He does write quite a few scenes though, but I don't think he. I mean, he definitely doesn't do all of it because otherwise there wouldn't be other scenario writers, right? He did for days, but he does the outline and then works with scenario writers. Yeah. The interview continues with him saying, "Oh, even the overseas Nomura-san. Um, even the overseas Nomura-san. Yes, yes, when I'm deciding on overseas actors, it is basically after deciding on the Japanese actors. So I like to listen to auditions to choose an actor who is close to the image of the Japanese actor from among several candidates. That makes sense. Brasabe, thank you for another super. KH3 Ultimania and Days Ultimania interview. Okay. I'll have to look into those then. To see to like what degree he does. But I'm sure he's fairly involved with all of it at some level. There are many big names in the Kingdom Hearts series, including Haley Joel Osment. Nomura. That is largely due to Disney's influence, which makes sense. They choose a lot of Disney actors for Kingdom Hearts. When do you do? What do you do when what do you do when recording overseas? When it was first Kingdom Hearts, when it was the first Kingdom Hearts, it was my first time directing, so I didn't know how to proceed. So I went to the United States and participated in the recordings as much as possible, which is actually pretty good considering how well voiced Kingdom Hearts 1 is. And he really didn't have any experience in doing that. That must have been so much at the time. Nomura saying, yes, I communicated with the sound supervisor through an interpreter, and except for the interpretation part, I did the same as in Japan. However, now it is possible to respond remotely without going to the United States, and so it is left to the sound staff who have been in charge since the first Kingdom Hearts. The staff is also present during the recording in Japan, and they are listening to their own direction. So, as a point of note, they are told to the overseas sound director at the time of recording. Therefore, I don't think there is any discrepancy between the Japanese version and the overseas version, which is pretty cool. But also, therefore, I don't think there is any discrepancy between the Japanese version, overseas version. He knows, yeah. He knows about the localization discourse, which is why he highlights it here. Um, I'll be honest. I obviously there are some times when the localization is quite different and it is jarring, but a lot of the times when I see people talking about it, it'll be like two sentences that still ultimately convey the same thing, and that still ultimately went through rounds of approval. And reading both languages, I'll still kind of feel like, that's kind of not that different, really. That's not to say that in all cases, all localization arguments are like that. But it is to say that there are a fair number of ones that people make a big fuss about that I read into and I'm just like, that's not really a thing. Like that's not like a big problem. Bros, he's chronically online like us. And that's the thing to think about too, is that devs are chronically online now. Everyone is. Everyone who has a phone. And the reason is because phones are so fucking addictive now that it's impossible to not check the thing. And also, too, if millions of people around the world are talking about something you make, unfortunately, the temptation is always to check and see what those people are saying. The downside of that, unfortunately, is that you witness an incredible amount of toxicity, levels of toxicity that are very overwhelming. And probably the human brain is actually not built to be able to withstand. So he might be used to it by now. I'm sure he is. But I'm sure he has his own way to navigate it. And I think anyone who has an internet presence, you do have to figure out how you navigate the internet and social media without it fucking destroying your brain and your sense of self image. It's very tough though. Um, Continuing onwards. I see. So it's been a long time since you've met Haley Joel Osment and David Gallagher. Nomura, that's right. For me, I'm still like, Haley, it's you. Our first time meeting was during the recording. Haley was holding the strategy book for Final Fantasy X the whole time. Holy base, let's go! My goat! He had that Bible on him, bro. And he went home. And he went home after finishing the recording for the first day without incident. After that, the sound director said, it seems that he brought a strategy book because he wanted Nomura-san's autograph. Did you sign it? When asked, such a cute and sad memories are impressive. Oh my god, let's go. That's amazing, bros. Holy shit. He's the goat. I'm sorry, bros. He keeps that Bible on him. Let's go. Oh man. That's awesome. It was hard for him to ask for an autograph. So I prepared a colored paper for the next day's recording. The interviewer asked in the panel, I assume color paper here means art. Yeah, I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to look stupid. But I assume it means art too. Nah, he just means construction paper. I don't know, bros. What does the colored paper mean? I assume, yeah, maybe he colored paper. I don't know. A colored sketch, I imagine. Yeah. In the panel, photos of the two of them at the time of recording the first Kingdom Hearts were also released, and I got a good impression of the history of the series. How is the progress of voice recording for Kingdom Hearts 4 for the two of you? Yasue, the English voice recording is in full swing right now. There are a lot of lines, and there is a time difference, but a lot of the staff from Japan are participating. However, 60 or 70% of the overseas recording is already complete and has progressed considerably. By the way, the Japanese voice recording has already ended. So they're making really good progress, and this shows that they are very serious about hitting that end of 2027 deadline. Oh, progressing faster than ever. This has a lot of typos in it. I'd progressing faster than ever. I mean it's progressing faster than ever. Oh, it's progressing faster than ever. Nomura. However, the volume of the script for this game is a little less than double that of Kingdom Hearts 3. So the recording schedule was really difficult. There are some parts I wanted to put in more, but it exceeded the limit. Okay. And this is probably the headline statement of this entire interview. The volume of the script is a little less than double that of Kingdom Hearts 3. Does that mean that Kingdom Hearts 4 is twice the length of Kingdom Hearts 3? Hard to say. It could imply that we're looking at a much longer story. It could also just imply that people just talk more during cutscenes. Maybe twice the cutscenes, which you'd think would imply a longer game. Hard to very much say. But that being said, I'm kind of okay with it. So as long as the Kingdom Hearts core story moves forward more so than it did in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because I feel like the Kingdom Hearts story didn't actually very much move forward in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't feel like we learned very much more in Kingdom Hearts 3. Everything kind of happens at the very, very, very end, and the build up to that point wasn't very strong, I feel like. So, yeah. That being said, I don't think double the length would necessarily mean double the good. Long video game is certainly not better video game, but I do think that this will probably be the longest Kingdom Hearts game by virtue of this alone, for sure. I don't think it necessarily means it'll be double the length or almost double the length of Kingdom Hearts 4, but I think it's reasonable to assume that this might be at least a 5 or 10 hour longer story than Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that's a pretty strong possibility. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 60 or 70 hours. And also, I think that a Kingdom Hearts game being 60 or 70 hours would be our loss, unfortunately, for main story completion. Kingdom Hearts games are paced in like 25-hour games in an extraordinarily um, good pace. That's such an awkwardly worded sentence, but they're paced really well. They're nice 25-hour games, which is the perfect length for an action RPG. And I wouldn't want it to be tremendously longer. I think 60 hours, again, inherent are a loss for Kingdom Hearts. I don't think it's meant to be a 60 plus hour game. I think a nice, comfortable 30 hours would be really good. 40 would be okay, I think. I think beyond 40, it would probably be pushing it. I wouldn't mind 40, but 60 now. Yeah, 60, I would just be like, this sucks. I don't think Kingdom Hearts should be 50 or 60 hours personally. I think it only kind of works for Birth by Sleep, maybe, but like because that's a pretty lengthy one. But like outside of that, I think it would just be our loss for Kingdom Hearts. The only KH game I'd want to be 50 hours long would be the last game in the series. Yeah. Because remember, we think about hours and we start thinking about value. But I want you to keep in mind that longer does not mean you're getting more value and doesn't mean that you're getting more quality hours. It just means that you're there. You need to think about it like quality of like actual life, right? Like if you could live to be 200 years old, but the last like 100 years of your life is like your brain floating in like a tube or something and not you walking around having a good time, then like it's not long quality of life. So remember, you know, like it's the quality of the hours. And unfortunately, with game development, quality and quantity can be at odds with each other, very much so. So you want them to invest uh in making the highest quality game. And if they can get many hours of quality, that's great. But the moment that an hour can't provide a substantial amount of quality, then I think that's time to time to cut it off. The next information release interval will be slightly wider. New trailers have been released in succession, including Nintendo Direct in June and this D23. But will there be any movement at the Tokyo Game Show in September? The release of the game will be still in the second half of next year, and the development is at the final push stage, so I'll focus on that for a while. The timing of the next information release is currently under consideration. So the interval will be slightly wider. I see. Finally, a message for those who are waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yasue. The fans were very warm and the cheers were amazing. So it renewed my feelings that I have to do my best in the last push. Nomura. Initially, I was not planning to come to this D3 initially I was not planning to come to this D23 at first because I was leaving it to Yasue, but I was pushed by many surrounding voices. I was moved to feel everyone's enthusiasm. Director over the trailer? I was moved to feel everyone's enthusiasm. Director? Yo, what the fuck does that mean? I was moved to feel everyone's enthusiasm. Director? I'm just gonna remove the word director from this sentence. Yeah, as a director, maybe? Yeah. I was moved to feel everyone's enthusiasm as a director over the trailer, and I was glad to have a valuable experience in nostalgic reunion. As for information on Kingdom Hearts 4, we have lifted the ban on full scale information at this point, but the information will be gradually released. So, please wait for the follow up. Also, there will be something for the 25th anniversary next year, so please look forward to the announcement. It has been announced that the 25th anniversary exhibition of Kingdom Hearts series will be held in Roppongi starting in February 5th, 2027. I probably said that wrong. But that's really interesting because that makes me wonder what could be the next thing. They've kind of teased that potentially Roppongi is where the Tokyo Tower is. Okay. Okay, I didn't know. What was I gonna say? They've teased a lot of stuff that could be happening with Kingdom Hearts. That they have like a lot of other side projects in the works, and so as a result, I am not too surprised that there's gonna be some other information. I don't think that Kingdom Hearts is ending just at this anime and this fourth game. I think that the new Kingdom Hearts wave of information, I should say, still has a lot more things to be revealed. I'm hoping that also includes another game, but we're going to see. But between this and the anime, I'm pretty damn excited. Kingdom Hearts has a pretty bright future ahead of it. They also said plans are already going for the 30th. I think they may actually have a decent schedule in place for once. Yeah. I hope not another FF15 situation with tons of media, though. I hate to break it to you, but there's already that situation for Kingdom Hearts. That's already a thing for Kingdom Hearts. That's like Tuesday for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, bro. I hate to tell you, bro. That's already happened, dude. We're already cooked on that front. If you hate a bunch of things, then yeah. Twitch is having an outage in my area. Okay, that actually explains some things too, because I'm wondering why on Twitch, obviously in OBS, you have like the little plugin that tells you like how many viewers you have. And I'm looking at my viewer count and it like keeps crashing and it's not giving me a strange number or like an actual number, a specific number, but like you guys seem to be able to watch it. And actually, if I look here, it says viewers 0 in the control panel. When I go to Twitch, I see 47 Twitch viewers. Okay. This is really fascinating. Is this because of Grand Theft Auto? Oh my god, it's because of GTA 6? Are you serious? YouTube was also doing a couple of weird things, but it was like, it straightened itself out. Is this all really because GTA 6? Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? Big if true. Like, hella people are streaming it? Okay. Can we... Where can we watch it at? Where can we... Netflix, I think. Okay. Oh, but you have to have Netflix. Oh, YouTube is 6 EST. Oh, okay. Well, then I ain't watching that shit then. Wait, someone uploaded it to YouTube. Bet. Okay, let's take a look at this. Because everyone's like...
I guess they know we're coming.
Alright, that's the block right here.
And you can already... Can you enable low latency for your streaming on YouTube? I could, but you have to, like, do a new stream for it. I mean, like, you have to, like, do it before you stream, so...
Well, we're picking something up for him. You know anything about that?
Oh, let me turn up the audio.
Yeah, go inside and ask for Raymond, bro.
Appreciate it.
I gotta say, this is like the best graphics that I've ever seen. Look at the shirt physics. Yeah, the shirt actually dynamically wrinkles.
Hey, like I don't even want to hear that shit. Hold up, bro. Yo. Y'all need something? Raymond? Nah. What you want? Booby sent us for a pickup. Alright. Yo, we going up. Right inside.
This is actually crazy. Here, let me make myself smaller.
Said you was here for a pickup or a drop-off.
Pickup.
The lighting is so insane,
Straight
man.
up. First door on the right. Yep. How you doing, big guy?
This is definitely gonna get copyright claims.
This has got to be the door, right?
Looks like it.
Dude, this is like truly next generation looking.
Is Raymond around?
Nah, never heard of him.
You can pet the dog.
We're here to pick up for Booby.
Alright, hold up. Yo, Ray, these two say they're for Booby?
Already told that motherfucker what the fuck going on, man. He seriously sent y'all over here right now.
We're just here to collect, man.
Why he ain't come collect? You ain't asked yourselves that.
No.
Look, we could go back empty-handed.
My partner's off the grid right now, you feel me? Until I figure out where the fuck he at and what the fuck going on, we in a holding pattern right here.
So Booby knows all this, right?
Yeah, he fucking knows. Problem is, he only worried about him.
Dude, this is the best looking video game I've ever seen.
Yo, phone. Let me tell y'all something. At this point, I really don't give a fuck.
Hey, pack that shit up. Yo, Ray, it's him. Ernesto.
Put on speakerphone.
Raymond.
Yo, Nesto.
Raymond.
Where the fuck you at?
Óyeme, mi hermano. We got a situation happening. My friends on the task force are on their way. They said they're paying you a visit, so just let them take whatever they want, okay?
The fuck you talking about? You know I got a nigga outside your mama house, right?
Raymond, listen very closely, cabrón. Raymond.
The fuck is that?
Hey.
Hey, yo, Ray, it's 12. They tooled up and everything.
Raymond.
Let's get these workers out of here, man.
Estás ahí, coño.
Oh, way, this way.
Come on. Move.
I've always been there for you. But this what I get?
Please, don't fucking move!
It is what it is, my friend.
Holy shit.
Stay down.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, we need to find a way out. Got Booby's bricks.
Fuck Booby. You gotta get out of this.
Wow.
With me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Move, cover.
On it.
This is my first time actually like seeing any gameplay of this.
What the fuck is going on here? Fuck, it's him. Can't you fucking handle a bunch of street pushers? Hey, man, this ain't even loaded. Oh, too bad. Clean this shit out.
Jesus.
It's fucking Mendez.
Yep.
Have you played other GTA games? Will you be getting this?
He couldn't have.
I grew up watching my brother play GTA games, but they were never for me, let's just say. I don't dislike them or anything. It's just like it's just never something that like I really clicked with.
Just hold on a minute.
But I'll try this one for the meme, you know? Don't move. They don't move and the police still shoots you. Dude, I mean, this just legitimately looks like, yeah, on a base PS5. This is what I thought games were gonna look like with the turn of the generation, but obviously, you know, and as I mentioned before, the limit is no longer technology.
Buy my own clothes, you know.
It's budget.
But what they
So it's
look
how
at
much
here-
money do you have to make the game look like that?
Okay.
More than
Well,
like,
Brian
can the
wants us here for
technology
cocktails.
make the game look like that?
You know what you're gonna
Did her
wear yet?
thigh just jiggle a little bit? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I'm buying this game, bros. I'm sorry. I'm sold.
Sequins?
Sequins?
Okay. The other one. You know what you're wearing right now looks pretty good, so you want to head out? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, all right. Just give me a few seconds.
You know, I know it's such a meme to say, oh, the game looks like a film. But, like, real shit, bro, I think if, like, my grandma was looking at this, she would be like, what movie is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not even my grandma, I think my parents even would think that, like, oh, y'all are watching a movie. It's like, no, we're playing a game.
For a way out.
Like, it is that.
Those days are over, thanks to Angstapan.
Ah, the great outdoors. Nature's playground.
You can see her knee bone shift. God damn, bro.
Overflowing with creatures great and small, magnificent and proud. Hungry? Not anymore. Mouth-watering meats from the open range.
Yo, what the fuck?
Famous buns.
This is an in-game commercial, bro.
Damn. Worth the wait. Here we go.
Dell, what's up, man? It's insanity to see how good it looks, right? And it doesn't make sense. I know.
What's up?
This is like, this is the best looking video game ever made, and it's not even close. Like,
You know,
I'm sorry, we got a whole part of the screen cropped here.
you know.
See if I can fix
fucking
that.
shit.
I get that. That Matic. Looks like they're loving it. Here they are at the bar.
Like I said, you know, the bottleneck for making games look like this now is not even the tech anymore. It's the budget. Do you have $1 billion to make something like this and not like, will the hardware support it?
You two were both dead for sure. Now what have you gotten yourselves into? I want to know everything.
Her hairstyle changes are fire? Dude, I know.
I don't know what this is.
Look, I was just sightseeing with my girl.
It's optimization, that too. You know, if you optimize it, clearly, yeah, you can make it look like that. But like,
This is so fucked.
more than optimization, you gotta... The budget for this stuff is also pretty substantial.
Job, it has to be done tonight.
Tonight.
He wants it on the
Holy shit. The lighting.
One of
Well,
And you know,
I don't mind.
I mean,
If you wanted to.
Is that like a little bit of sweat on her back, like glistening?
guys, I'll be back for dessert.
Well, I'll walk you out. I need the
Like,
ladies.
Yeah, let's take
yo, what the fuck?
I never get
Everyone's hair is full physics? Yeah, what the fuck?
Brother Lori. Ever tell you about the fairground rolled into my hometown when I was a kid?
I don't think so.
They had bale mazes and Ferris wheel. Hell, it was the highlight of the goddamn summer for us kids.
Yeah, real-time sweat? What the fuck?
Beautiful carousel. One night we snuck in, and a buddy of mine.
How the fuck did they make this game? $1 billion? Or possibly more?
And he cranked the speed up so fast that we thought we was flying. It started going faster and faster. It's getting harder to hold on. And I said, well, shit.
The acting too? Yeah. Everyone just sounds normal, not overacted, real conversations, yeah. Most natural dialogue in video games, probably.
Cracked his head open that night.
You got a point?
Yeah. You gotta know when to get off, Jason. You hear me? Now, let's head back.
Yeah, Rockstar should take a crack at a fantasy game. They actually should. I think it'd be crazy, but I don't think they'd ever do it. At least as far as I know. Like, oh my god. This looks crazy, dude.
Well, that was the whole point of it.
Look, he could sell us out.
No other Western game will ever look like this, yeah.
Seriously.
Honestly, the only other games that are ever gonna look like this will probably be from China.
Slow play. Just say, hi, nice
That's
to
pretty
meet
much
you.
it.
Here's your car. Where's our payment? Please
Like,
let us know about anything
nobody
you
else will
want.
be able to afford this.
Okay. See you there.
Even the street signs, I'm like, yo, why does it look so real?
I've been busy. You gonna text this guy? The dude could be a cop for all we know.
Eddie's not a cop, all right? He's just cautious. That's probably why he survived so long. We can learn something.
Maybe you could.
Yeah. You're the perfect criminal.
Jason, Lucia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta go.
Go?
Yeah, go. Like right fucking now. What you think I ain't gonna
Yeah, he's cautious, right?
Vamos, vamos, maldita loca el diablo. Enséñame clase de chofera tú eres.
Disney can afford it? Nah, man. No one else is going to put over $1 billion into a video game.
Got a little something for you, please.
They will not see a return. The only people that can do this and that are in a position to do this are Rockstar. That's pretty much it.
I'm gonna punch through to the freeway.
The fuzz on her hoodie material, the baby hairs on her forehead, dude. I know, it's insane. Even the way the physics on these cop cars, like whenever you shoot the tires. Kind of sad we'll never get a Bully or Midnight Club that looks like this, dude. I don't even know. I don't know if we'll ever get another video game that'll look like this. It's that much of an achievement, man. Maybe in like 10 years, like other games will start to catch up to this.
Ahora we just
But right now, no way.
Fucking shit show.
Not in like this decade.
No.
Look,
Naughty Dog is, yeah. Maybe The Last of Us 3 will look like
there
this.
will always be some kind of bullshit.
Maybe.
A professional adapts. Are you a professional, Lucia? Huh?
Of course.
Good. I need a professional. Coño.
I see him.
I think he saw us too. Let's go.
Dude, this is... There's gonna be 1,500 claims on this VOD. Just because of this alone. "13 years of development and 20 years of improving Rage Engine." Yeah. The licensed music really elevates it into a movie. Yeah. The licensed music here is not licensed music slop, right? Like, it's a requirement to make this setting work and feel good. And also, again, yeah, it gets us close to that license, to that movie feel, that cinema feel. Yo, why does the van look that good, bro?
Maybe some warning next time?
What should I tell you to put in your
Finding a stream that doesn't bug out watching this? Yeah, apparently my stream is like okay, but everyone else is like crashing, so.
We're still alive. This could be the start of something good. Keep your phones on. Oh, mamita. Dichoso los ojos.
Oh, hey.
Take me to the loop, baby. I need to see it.
Does this mean we're in his crew?
Yeah, I think so.
You think he can help us?
We don't have any better ideas, do we? Where are we?
Back in Bayside.
Want to take a look around?
The stream on Twitch broke for me, so I'm now on YouTube. Dang, bro, that's crazy. What? Dang. Twitch is fucking up right now, man. What the fuck? The sweat.
Yo, Jay, what's happening, baby? Looney. What's up, girl?
Wow, man. Unbelievable how much there is in this game. If you're watching this on VOD, all of this is probably like muted. But
Cops are on their way.
Oh shit! Who the fuck are you?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, the truck challenge! Wait, did you steal my friend's car?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Chad! What do I do?
Jesus.
yo, it's us, chat. Oh my god, dude. Every second they're showing something crazy that you can do in the game, man. This is what $1 billion can buy you. Her outfits just legit look stylish, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny too, because in a lot of games you can't even get like even a handful of outfit changes.
Good at battle rapping, dog.
Oh, yeah?
Lucia, Jason, come take a seat. I'm waiting on the ETA for the flight.
Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee, champagne?
3 more
Then the
champagnes.
hair physics, bro.
Trust me, a slight buzz would only help you.
So, Val, I know it's a party, but we are working, right?
The job is Andres de Leon. Protect him, but keep him in line. Gas him up, boost his ego, make him feel good about himself.
Babysit.
Hey, there's a sight for sore eyes. Tina, what's up, chula?
Andres, It's been forever. How is everything?
Oh, man, it's been nonstop.
Lucia, Jason, please meet Andres de Leon.
Sorry, guys. I'm a hugger. Come in here. Get in here. Yes. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Gorgeous.
The woman, that woman's dress has bended normal maps. I mean,
Let's go.
the normal maps are normal in for sure.
All right. What do you mean? I'm ready for our party. I don't know about this part. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, driver, what was your name again?
Wow, the nighttime lighting is something else, dude. Holy shit. I kind of turned it down so that maybe we can skip some of these claims a little bit. But this is, yo, the best nighttime lighting that I've ever seen. Twitch kicked you? Yeah, damn. Twitch is broken right now because of this game. That's...
The flight attendants? Yes, of course.
After the fact, that's
yeah, man.
And you guys got our room sorted.
Yes, it's all ready for you. 24th floor executive conference room.
This is the best lighting I've ever seen in any game.
Hey, honey, so a couple of Alonso's producers friends are in town and we're gonna do a deep dive into my creative roadmap. So we up in the conference room doing a little business and, you know, think tank stuff, okay?
Seriously? Right now?
Yeah, baby, you snooze, you lose.
Increíble.
Petra, can I introduce you to Andres' new security detail, Jason and Lucia. This is Petra Navarro, COO of Megamundo.
Yes, good.
Can I take you up?
Yes, please. Let's go. I don't want to spend the whole night in the lobby.
Like, just how good the lighting looks on the character's skin sometimes, like their backs, is insane. But then you see their clothes like moving and just dynamically wrinkling and such, like when they move, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Some security guy just took my guns.
It's a good thing you're good with your hands. These guys seem to have it covered.
Even the cable on the floor is kind of crazy looking. The painter's tape is crazy looking, bro.
Private meeting, don't come in.
Hey, Andres.
Whoa, hey, it's okay. He's my guy. Hey, buddy, just christening the new building. Hey, man.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hey, man, can you run and get us a bottle of tequila, some sparkling water, a few beers, you know, just a selection of shit to drink, yeah? Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so they just called and asked me to bring you down to the party now? Petra wants you. There's some big speech happening.
No, fuck that shit. Sorry, hard pass. Man, we're on a roll here, you know? Frontal cortex is in overdrive. I mean, how many ideas did I just have in the last 5 minutes, bro? So many, bro. So fucking many. It's like the band's back together and I just met these fucking guys.
Come on, guys.
Hello, everyone. I just want to thank you all for coming here tonight to join us in celebrating the opening of Megamundo's first corporate headquarters on American soil. But we all did this together, as a family. The party's over! Everybody on the ground! Let me in! Protect the asset! All of you!
This game is quintuple A. Yeah. Kinda is, bro. Just know they had to spend like they had like 10 lighting artists, everyone spending 7 years just making every room light beautifully. Yeah. Like, I don't understand how this is even possible. You know, and then the hardware optimization that had to go into it all.
Nice distraction, Jay. A bit dramatic.
You're welcome. I'm going upstairs. He's got Andres.
And interestingly enough, there is still something almost kind of stylized about the game, if that makes sense to say. Like, there's actually still like quite a bit of art direction with this. It is definitely still a video game, yeah. Dang, the way the glass breaks. I'm sorry, I legitimately have not been this impressed with the game's visuals since I think the last time was when I very first saw like a PlayStation 3 game coming off of PlayStation 2. I think that was the last time I looked at a game and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe video games look like this now. And everything else has just been like, oh, that looks really good. That's a pretty decent upgrade. But yeah, this is the first time since I saw like my very first PS3 game that I'm kind of like blown away with visuals.
Might not feel like it, but these are your glory days. The salad years, you know? Nothing is gonna beat who you are now. You can't see all the fucked up shit that's looming on the horizon.
Okay.
Enjoy this.
We're looking at another claim. We'll turn it down a little bit so that maybe the copyright claim ghosts inside of the YouTube machine will not haunt my bot. Even though they probably will regardless. No other game can be open world and have these other visuals. Dude, I don't even think linear games have these kind of visuals right now, honestly. Captured on PS5, that's crazy. November 19, 2026. Dudes, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna be there. I know. It's like, this VOD is getting sent to Thanos, bro. Accept it. I know. But the good thing about YouTube VODs, though, is that with YouTube VODs, you can cut out the copyright bits. So, it also has like a way of like doing like a machine learning AI like music removal, so it can actually extract your voice from the copyrighted music. So that's a way to save anything that you said or any part of the VOD while just removing the music. So I won't be, but if you stream, I'll be watching your stream. I don't know what to do about GTA 6 in terms of creating content, right? Because on one hand, I feel like the smart thing to do is ignore it and just focus on what I currently do. And then the other part of me is like, no, you should stream it. But then I'm like, I'll be in the sea of 200,000 other people who are also streaming it. So I'm like, what do I do? What makes sense for streaming for GTA 6? Ignore it? Play it? I actually don't know. I haven't decided yet. Ignore it? That probably is my best strategy. Because literally everyone on Earth will be streaming GTA 6, right? Which means there will be people who are looking for streams that are not GTA 6. Which means my Heart of the Kingdom stream series will be more popular than ever. Fuck us, Ryan. Play it on your own. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to play it either way, actually. So, I mean, whether I play it on stream or whether I play it privately, it doesn't matter. Stream it after everyone has finished it. Yeah, that's also another thing, too, that you can do. But I feel like people will be streaming it. It'll be a popular stream game for like a year. Solid. Like, everyone will want to stream it. Can't tell, really. Not everyone will stream it. Many people will play it too. No, everybody will stream it. Everybody will stream it. Like, even big streamers are gonna be like all over it. All I'm saying is, if you stream any KH game during that time, I'll be there. Yeah. I appreciate it. I think streaming is better. Short term, but long term, better to ignore. That's true. I think the blue ocean strategy with creating content is always a solid move, boys. Like, yeah, even Max might stream it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every big YouTuber, every big content creator is going to stream it. And I'm not saying like, oh, I should stream it because every big guy is doing it. But I'm just pointing out the fact that like, yo, I don't know anyone who's not going to be streaming it because it's going to be that huge of a deal. This is the biggest event in video games by far. Like, there is nothing bigger than this. Do you guys like have any idea how much PlayStation 5 sales are going to go up just because of this alone? Like, PS5 sales are going to fucking explode. It's one of the reasons that console manufacturers are definitely excited about this. Achievement Hunter used GTA 5 content for like 8 years. Because you can. Honestly, Rockstar is probably a great niche to be in. Like covering Rockstar games. Because the longevity on Rockstar games is amazing. There is always mods that you can talk about. There is always like stuff happening with GTA Online. There's following GTA 6 updates. After this, there'll be like GTA 6 expansion, like what's happening and like discovering all the secrets. They're going to make, I mean, the views are going to be in the millions for the top performing content, maybe even the tens of millions, right? Like, could you imagine like YouTube guide content for GTA 6? Oh my God, dude. You'll be able to put all your kids through fucking college with that shit. So I highly recommend to anyone who is good at video games and good at platinuming video games and good at like doing video game content. If you want to make content on GTA 6, like you've always wanted to get into YouTube, I'd say make some guides. Talk about some of this stuff. You only need a couple of things to go viral before you start gaining traction. And then once you're in the algorithm, you put out the right video at the right time. Try to beat all the big YouTubers to the upload. And I'm willing to bet you can take off. So if you're looking for the game that will give you a break, it's definitely going to be this one. I'm convinced this is how Sony timed their anti-physical announcement. No, 100%, 100%. And that's what's even more crazy about this is that they are profit maxing so hard with this game because not only is it going to be $80, there's no physical version, which means they get even more money from this than they do otherwise from a physical version because it's all digital. So other than Sony's cut, which is still smaller than selling it on a disc, their margin is going to be so good. And people are buying the $100 version. Like 90% of people are buying the $100 version. They're buying the $100 version. That is still all digital, by the way. It's crazy, man. I'll probably play all of it. Even I don't even have a PS5. GTA 6 is just unavoidable. It is unavoidable. Man, this is exciting. This is cool. It's not like it is kind of normie slop to a degree, but it's like the peak of normie slop. I can't say that this isn't a huge achievement. It's also weird for me to feel like this is a game I'd actually play for the graphics because the graphics are actually that good. I actually would play this just to look at it, which I feel like is such an absurd thing to say in 2026. But they've actually made a game that you can feel that way about, which is ridiculous. Okay, so I now have to go to the gym in order to do my leg day. But I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. we're going to be back tomorrow with our Heart of the Kingdom 2 playthrough. So I hope that you will be there to witness Sora in all of his glory. Until then, I'll see you all tomorrow. Actually, again, I just said. Anyways, goodbye. Love you guys. Peace. Take care.